Towards the end of Jurassic Park 3, Grant and the Kirbys are attacked by the Spinosaurus that has followed them throughout the duration of the film, and the creature is eventually defeated only when Alan Grant shoots a flare at the gasoline surrounding the animal, which causes a great fire to drive the dinosaur out of the water. This scene was adapted from the River Raft portion of the original Jurassic Park novel by Michael Crichton, which featured a Tyrannosaurus instead. However, that part of the book was very different to what we'd see in this third film. Interestingly, this particular part of the movie was supposed to end in a very different way, with a battle breaking out between this antagonizing Spinosaurus and an incredibly large group of Velociraptors. The scene being discussed is featured in the final shooting script for Jurassic Park 3, and its omission from the film led to another scene being created in its place. While the Spinosaurus is attacking the boat the group is in, it picks up the cage Paul Kirby has taken refuge in and throws it out of the boat, sending the man flying. The Spino then dives after its prey while Paul swims further away from the wreck in an effort to lead the creature away from his family. While this is happening, Alan directs Amanda and Eric to climb the crane we actually see in the film, while trying to evade the Spinosaur in case it comes back. When the dinosaur does return, it attempts to climb the large metal structure, but makes no progress, and instead starts ramming its head against the crane, trying to knock everyone loose from their elevated sanctuary. Grant almost sheds his bag while trying to climb higher, but instead decides to try something else. He grabs hold of the Velociraptor resonating chamber he had in this adventure, and tries to blow a call for assistance from any raptors nearby. After several tries, he finally gets the raptor's egg thief calls down, and starts blowing the call repeatedly from the device. This is the same kind of noise he heard the raptors give when they were trying to get their eggs back, and Grant thinks it's the best chance at surviving this situation. The Spinosaurus actually stops for a split second and seems confused that this sound is coming from something that isn't a Velociraptor, but then continues to bash its head against the crane. Grant faintly hears a reply to his calls deep within the jungle, and soon several other raptors join in on the egg thief chorus. Suddenly, a raptor appears from the foliage and presents itself to the Spino, who doesn't even give it the wanted attention. But after this, more raptors come, followed by even more than previously seen. There are now dozens of raptors circling around the huge dinosaur. Grant decides to stop calling for help and sits amazed at the large group of predators surrounding them. The Spinosaurus roars defiantly at the raptors, and the small carnivores leap onto the creature and begin their assault. The Spinosaurus handles most of the raptors at first with relative ease, but unfortunately for the super predator, these raptors keep coming. They begin to climb up his back and slice into his hide, all the while Grant tells everyone to jump and swim for the shore. Spinosaurus shakes many of his opponents off, but these attackers have already hooked their claws into the animal and start ripping meat off from the dinosaur's bones. Finally, the Spino collapses from this savage strike by the raptors, and the smaller animals tear into him and eat their newest kill. A single raptor looks up to see Alan and the others swimming away, but decides to continue dining on the large Spinosaur instead. This scene's omittance from the film resulted in the Spinosaurus surviving its encounter with the humans in Jurassic Park 3, and simply running away from the fire that had been ignited around it while the attack occurred on film. Had this scene been included, I think a lot of people would have been really interested in seeing the fight between the raptors and this new giant beast promoted heavily in the film. However, I think it's rather illogical to have multiple raptor tribes appear quite quickly out of the jungle and then all band together to attack the dinosaur who they assume has stolen eggs. I say this because the raptor's appearance here feels rather coincidental and really quick, and it leaves me with the question as to whether all of the raptors were that close to the river attack the entire time and just paying it no attention. I can understand having a few raptors stop by after hearing the calls being made after a short period of time has passed, but having over 24 raptors show up immediately to kill the Spinosaurus on such a large island seems really forced. This is just my opinion of a scene that didn't even make it into the final cut of the film, however, and should be taken as such. They could have altered it or filmed it in a slightly different fashion to accommodate the story's action if they would have chose to include this part of the script, but as we all know, they went with the gasoline fire instead. Now, I'm curious to hear what you guys think about this cut portion of the script and if you would be interested in seeing it adapted for something else in the future. I think it's a cool idea, just in need of a little polishing to be made rational for it to play out like this. Now in the future, I have a ton of new videos planned, and if you're interested in checking them out, I hope you'll consider subscribing to make sure that you keep up to date with my latest content. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate a like, and hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you all in the next video, and as always guys, take it easy.